4:20. Yeah, it's 4:20 p.m. right now. What do we do at 4:20? Smoke weed. Right now, I got a puppet show to check out. I'm doing it myself, but I got to see what happens because we make it as we go. Hey, here's the $2 I brought you. Could you take these $2 and YouTube and use them towards? It's what I made last year when I saved $1 every 5 weeks, and there was about 10 weeks left to last year. And I just want to introduce puppet theater all over again because there's a part 4 and it got pretty lurid, and we're not really for kids, but because we smoke lots of weed, and where they're smoking is we don't usually have the kids around. See, and I try to explain to my fans that like these look like it's for kids, but it's actually for adults because last time they were arguing about if Tupac killed Biggie and Biggie killed Tupac at the exact same time, what would that have been like? The Tupacalypse? Isn't that the CD anyway? Alright, here we go. All together now. I know, you're all sitting there going, I bet this is a silent film. No, it's just the opening 30 minutes, which is the length of the film. And we always gotta keep track of that, right? Who's got a stopwatch? Who's got a stopwatch? And I know we don't always have to do monologues, but this is the Lego monologues, man. And I gotta tell you what you're doing right over there when you're watching this show. You're making me look bad, okay? Like I have a reputation to uphold, everybody. Don't you think I'm cool as it is, my hair and everything? And everybody remembers my name. What was it again? Lego Guy? Lego Guy. That's my name is Lego Guy. And I don't know what that really stands for in Japanese, but I think it's Church of the Serpents or whatever, so I better go check that out. But hang on, I just left the Yellow Submarine and I need to go get back in because I realize that if I float out here in water like I'm doing now, floating in this weird like black hole sun, won't you come and wash away the rain? But I'm gonna go wash my hair because it's long and I could really use a little hairspray. Sorry, I was loud. I wasn't trying to rouse any attention. If the attention I roused was a little too much for you, press 1 now. If the tension I created was a little too much for us to take, press 2. If the tension of seeing your doll talk about tension is getting you tensions, please press 3. And if you cannot confront your deepest fear, well, you can still watch this one. It's not that other one where the devil popped out. Oh, that's ridiculous. It's almost Halloween and I don't even celebrate that day, but the day before is a total hoot. Yule? Yule? Oh, I've heard that one. It's Yule. Yule. I'm not even casting a magic spell, but Yule. Yule. Oh, is that word one of those words that gets you like thrown in
a cave somewhere and holed up and torn against a wall and forced to watch the shadows that go by. Well, what if they're in a cave where there's no shadows going by? All the caves I ever saw were way out in the middle of nowhere. It's like, oh yeah, suddenly I'm going to see like the whole city of New York shadow go by. I mean, what is okay? I mean, and if I did, I'd really wonder if I really how all those people walked by that one point. Well, they do that in New York. There are shadows in New York. Yes, I'm not saying that. There are shadows in New York, but like if the people that were trapped to the back of a cave had even a remote chance at seeing one person walk by, they'd probably just stay there and be quiet and not let go of bother them because they wouldn't want to be relieved from the shadow world, which the shadow world is where I live, man. I'm a puppet. But we don't believe in shadow puppets. No, no, no. That's occultic nonsense anyway, which I do all the time. But you can't do that anymore because it's like, whoa, they're going to totally check you out on like 420 and be like, whoa, is he getting stoned? And they'll mark it against you every time. This guy's getting stoned on 420. Oh my gosh, look at how his eyes, you can tell he's freaking baked. And if I was that baked, I'd be like, well, hell, if you want to come over and get baked with me, then maybe you won't be so pissed off and want to throw me in the cave with no people walking by. And were caves always in the middle of nowhere? Like, were caves, say, just like random places you could buy a house that were in the city? It's like, we built this cave for your house inside the city. So just, hang on, I gotta get a friend on this.
Don't tell him that I used a surf spray.
Don't tell him I used a surf spray. Yeah, that's my brother you just saw. He got turned to stone the other day by a Medusa. Yeah, and some other black magicians came up and just did black magic on him, but they were African American, excuse me. Yeah, I didn't really want to look at the dark side of the whole situation, but now I'm being racist, so hang on. If you could typically get into my head, you'd see nothing but a big green pot leaf, because that's what I replaced my brain with, was a big green pot leaf. I swear. Oh, sorry. I'm ready for my close-up, but geez, what are you trying to do? Go up my nose? All right. What is the thing, anyway? What are you looking at? I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything. Dude, wait. This is on camera? Does that mean you're not recording, are you? Hang on. Dude, I'm about to stop your video if you tell me you're recording. Did you just tell me you were recording? What did I say? Did I incriminate myself? Did I say anything about the benefit of Mr. Kite? Did I see anything about the Strawberry Fields Forever? What did I say? Oh, this opera? Yeah, I went to... Whoa. I get lost in the sound of an era gone by, of the music of the gods that was lifted before us throughout the sand of time. I can't get it focused in this front. Look, my lips are moving anyway. Who's animating me? Alright, who just started animating me? Was it Pokemon mode? Was it YouTube Masterclass mode? What is this? What thine picture does gloriously fill with the camera of the collective choice. Hey, I kind of look like the guy at the end of Ron, where he's like standing in that fortress and the whole place is burning down around him. That must have been like Kurosawa's Every Day in Japan.
Halftime. You're at the halftime show of 420 Puppet Theater. Although we have a plan to extend it, if possible, past the 20-minute mark, which is creating a lot of cartoonage for us. So if we heed for time, we might be able to limit or unlimit to 25 minutes. And right now is a commercial, and you're watching YouTube usually when you're seeing this. That we all got stoned before it came on was really the crazy part, because we all met up, and it's Colorado, so it's legal. That's one thing you got to tell the channel, because we're not trying to lead anyone into bad influence that would necessarily be from an illegal state. Although I would tell someone that smokes pot to move to a legal state, although real estate in those areas are expensive. In Amsterdam, I had to sell my whole future generation to Amsterdam just to get one bowl, and it was so worth it, dude. I hope you guys all go into slavery forever because of me, but I was planning that anyway. But I bought back a weed bag with it and smoked a victory when y'all had to go. No, I'm just messing around. I didn't mean that. See, some people don't like my jokes because they're so mean and cruel and hand me down like axe and murderer stuff. And I'm not an axe murderer. I married an axe murderer one time, so I married an axe murderer. It's a movie. But if you say the movie title, So I Married an Axe Murderer, and they don't know you're talking about a movie, they'll immediately think you're talking about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And if you are talking about that randomly during the day, you pretty much got it figured out. That's the way it should be. Because you're not a killer, but those killer movies, like where the dude, to the guy, and then hey man, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, way too scary for me, man. But then again, I've seen some tripped up black magic stuff that was even scarier. Like one time, I saw this old magician wizard trying to change his socks after 3 weeks of wearing the same ones. And I don't mean to be a magician or like downer, but he was on an exploration anyway. It was a vision quest, so I kind of can't really talk about that. Hey, look, I'm in focus up here. Here. Whoa, dude. Who's rocking the boat? Man, I see the boat down there, but it's like puppet theater, so hang on. We gotta go in front of the screen. There we go. And if I put this on a screen with something on, it would be so shocking, so demagogical, that I think I'm just gonna try and carry the show on my own. I think I'll run around and tell everyone that there's going to be more puppet theaters or something, but I don't know. This was on a whim. If we get to the end of any of this at all, which it doesn't look too hopeful on the time clock over there, because, man, I've sowed my oats. I'd rather just... Hang on. Can we for a minute just watch the Yellow Submarine go by again, please? Sometimes I feel like this is outer space, but it's really a puppet version of either the Pacific or preferably the Atlantic. Because we're going down to Atlantis, where's where we've been docking this whole time, but unlike the flying and frying Dutchman that we so spent time on studying at study break before the study gods have iconed us into the Vincent of being, which is before the shizzle, dizzle, marizzle. Okay, well, where we go? What was that image I just saw? It was like something else had entered the frame, and I wasn't even looking at it. And I didn't see it with the camera, and were there people occupying
The very call. I said silent. Yellow submarine is what I meant to say. I don't know if I said that, but I meant to say that. Docking in Atlantis. Who was in on that? Hang on. Who was in on that? Oh, I was just watching Puppet Theater 3, and I think that's the one where they were doing the thing about Big E and Tupac. That was number 3. Thank you for answering. Because then I would have thought I was alone making this. We must have an audience. I mean, we need you to be our audience because we're flat broke out of ideas, and I can't think of anything but a circus full of flowers. A circus full of flowers would be nice. Everyone will have to visit twice. Once to get a flower, 2 to see the zoo. If that's what a zoo is to you. No, I'm not making fun of anybody. Especially not certain people that like have the view that you should set the circus free. And this is a little song on call. And my head got turned to stone by Medusa. No, that's not the name of the song. I like that one though. Reminds me of what happened to me. But no, you know what? You know what? Forget it. I'm not even going to sing you that song. It would have been so awesome. Okay. The circus should be free. Set the circus free. Here we go. Set the circus free. We are gonna smoke some weed. Set the circus free. Set the free zoo free. Set the free zoo free. Set the free zoo free. Let the animals out of their cages. Let them wander the streets. Did you know I got the beats? Oh, no, not really. Man, White Rex can't rap. Hang on. I'm stoned, dude. I'm stoned. You know that? Why is your reaction time all messed up? My reaction time is fine. Oh, are you getting a conversation out with me, the audience? So, this is interactive, is it? Well, this is all the graphics you guys are getting because normally I have a cool face. But people say the Pure LeFou blue look is good for me too, so yeah, actually I'm a friend of the cameraman's pet rock. But you can't have me because if you did, you'd know that you have to rub my pet rock all the time. And I'm not talking to you guys as the narrator because I was just drinking a Pepsi. You know, I was having a Pepsi and it was a brand name, but I'm trying to sell them. I'm trying to sell Pepsis. I won't tell you that I'm putting some of the money towards weed, but it's legal in Colorado. You can use the money. So I recycle cans and get just enough for a bag of weed, right? Recycle cans, buy weed. Seems to be the generality. I know that some companies even put some THC in their soda, and I don't blame them. I think if I did that, I'd be already on minute 40 of this, and we'd have been set up earlier. No, I think I was a slacker. I'm a slacker. Look at how bad I'm slacking. I'm slacking because we could just be quiet and watch the until we fade out somehow. I think that your pet rock is right about one thing. We ran out of ideas before the camera turned on, and we've been pushing to even find an idea for this whole time. And why there's no ideas in this, I have no idea. Oh, can I give you order to the court? I'm the judge, I'm the witch doctor, I'm the one you love. You know, I've been playing this flute for lute or flute, since the beginning of the 3rd century, man. Since I switched my tunes on. What are they singing over there? It sounds like something I saw in that show, Dungeon Master. Not to make cross references to all the same movies that these all the same are. But I wonder if people even notice that I'm using this joint in my mouth to look like a bong, because I shaped the paper around my bong, stuffed it full of weed, and there's enough to smoke till the next 3rd century takes place, when the calendar gets removed from its current state of affairs, which has been taking the world a while to get rid of all their calendars, because days are only deceiving as nights are all divided, man-made devices. That's why we have time for it, because we made it in the sun and we made it in the moon, and then we bought them. We put his price tag on it. You know, a la Stanley Kubrick. He paid for the whole thing. The government duped Stanley Kubrick into paying for the whole moon flight. Yeah, how many times have you heard that per day? Huh? Well, let me tell you, the moon flight faked it to make Stanley Kubrick look good. Compared to their footage. So don't even get me started. And whoever said the moon landing footage was just dudes hanging out near a window hasn't seen my film yet, because that's a dude hanging out near a window in a spaceship. But come on now. That most of that movie is them bouncing around on the moon. They take like one step and they're across the whole planet. Come on, it's not a movie. Whatever it is that came out on TV even. They had TV crew in the sky. Yeah. Not to jinx this or anything, but I think I'm going to go join the rest of 420 Theater and embracing a little lodgings, like a little area out of here. Like I got a bus, dude, because like every time I turn around, my weed's getting yanked. No, I'm serious. I'll set weed down and it gets whoosh, whoosh, yanked. And so then I'll just play my flute, and then like the flute has a way of attracting like your path to a weed plant. And when you see the weed plant, you pick it up and eat the whole thing, if you know what you're doing. You just pick it up and shove the whole thing down, you shove it in, and it comes through, and it never comes out. Check it out in my hair. You can even see where the waves to the leaf of the bud gets on your hair and combs it like that. And makes it come out of your head like that, too. That's actually my head, not my hair. No, I don't know if it's my head or hair or something else. What do they call those mantle things? Oh, yeah, I'm an Indian chief, by the way. I gamble a lot because I own a freaking casino. You got problems? I'll give you problems by never sharing this pipe with you. I mean, what are you going to do, break it off my statue? Yeah, I know, we all got in trouble with Medusa earlier and got turned to stone and all that. But as soon as I find a phoenix down, I'm wrapping it in a J and having it with some serious spell point enhancer, and we're gonna have ourselves a hoot. What is this that I see? Is it plague be born? Is it nuisance in my hand? Is it curmudgeon? Is this the way in? Where are you at when I am losing the